This was really expensive to make. This is a high-tech mechanism. No, it's a mech. Were you in that thing where I'm like, I made a mech with a Krupa? It's a grabber, and what you do is put your hand in a glove and you push it.
Oh, cool.
This is one of those little grippers.
Yeah.
They're getting ready. This is just one of those grippers, and obviously the rest is a Cheerio box.
Don't forget the tape.
Special effects, fantastic. I gotta get going into a drag show. Drag on! I was gonna make that puppet, but I didn't get time to make drag on.
Drag on. Here.
For DragonCon, we were dragging and drag.
Yes, that's it.
Are you guys ready? That was my picture.
Can people hear us?
A little bit.
You're on.
Okay, we're good?
Hello?
Okay. I guess the microphones are on.
Was it on?
It is.
Oh, there isn't an on and off one. It's just on. I have to figure out which one.
Share.
We will share.
That was a quick conflict resolution. There was a fight over the two. I got really upset.
Do we have audio on the computer?
Sure.
I'm not hearing it.
I'm getting some type of puppet cancer.
I do not have puppet cancer.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Puppetry and the Buffyverse.
Otherwise known as Buffetry.
Hey, I am Hannah Miller. I'm an Orlando-based puppeteer. I work with Ibex Puppetry, and I have been a Scooby since I was a little tiny wee thing growing up with Sarah Michelle Gellar.
I'm April Tennyson. I'm also a puppeteer from Orlando, Florida. I worked with Pinocchio's Marionette Theater and the City of Orlando Puppet Troupe. And I have also been a Buffy fan for a really long time, since the beginning, when I guess I wasn't really that young. It was high school. We look younger than we are.
There we go.
Don't give away all the secrets. And this is Leslie Carrara-Rudolph.
Hi, I'm Leslie. I'm a puppeteer, and I worked on the Smile Time episode. And I'm a puppeteer on Sesame Street, and I've been with the Henson Company for 16 years. I got my start on Muppets Tonight. Bill Beretta talked Brian Henson into hiring me because he says, she's got character, she's weird. And they didn't fire me. And I kind of fell in love with puppets. So, yeah, there you go. I did some other stuff.
We have one more very important panelist.
Oh,
Can we
yeah.
have Lolly Lardhop please introduce herself to the audience?
Yeah, because I've been very busy. And Leslie, could you at least make an effort by wearing lotion when you make these things? Hello, hi. I'm Lolly Lardhop, I'm 5. And I'll be 5 when I get it. This is my first DragonCon. I got my costume at Petco and I'm very proud of it. It's for a corgi, but I had to refit it, but I made effort. And I'm also here to comment on puppet, all things that I know that are puppet related.
Okay. Just a little bit more about Leslie, since she didn't have her Wikipedia entry open in front of her. You guys should know that she does amazing stage work. She's won citations from UNIMA, which is the International Organization of Puppeteers, for her work. She has also been recognized by the Henson Foundation. And Wake Up You're Weird is the production that
is the piece that I wrote. Do not give that credit to Leslie.
I'm sorry, Lolly.
It is a 90-minute musical, and it is based on what I've gone through with bullying and things like that. And I help lead kids to their truth and embrace the weird in you, which, you get it. You get it, right?
And if you guys ever get a chance to check that out, you should absolutely find Leslie when she is touring near you.
I wish you got, wow, I could have used it. Got to perform last night.
Yeah.
I turned into a weredoodle.
I misunderstood that, tragically.
No, it's awesome. I got bit by a rabbit poodle and did the transformation in a suitcase. Sorry you missed it. Write a letter saying you want to see it.
Okay.
Leslie was kind enough to bring us some behind-the-scenes pictures from the making of Smile Time. So I figured we would start off by looking at those and just seeing what was going on backstage.
Okay, we will start with that.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, let's do that. I have to say,
I will say, stick around because we have like a bag full of presents.
really good
Yay.
things.
Yeah, that you guys can win.
Yay.
Really
If you're
worth
good
it.
boys and girls.
Now, I have to preface this because April and I love these girls. They're fantastic, and they asked me to be on the thing, and I'm like, I shouldn't be on that because I don't know enough. And then I had to watch the episode again. I was like, oh my gosh, because I didn't get to see the episode. Like most things with puppeteering, you just do it, and then you don't get to see it in the context of everything. So when I saw it, I'm like, oh my God. And like for me, I was just impressed with the craft service. I brought Tupperware. So I was like, yeah, I'll do this shoot. Was someone from the Tick, was he involved? Someone from the Tick was there.
Yeah.
He wrote it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry for me saying someone from the Tick, because I was a member of the Mystic Order of Arachnid Vigilance, Moab. Spoon! Yeah, so I had craft service with him.
Oh.
We shared dick.
Yeah. Let me pop this
Okay, so I think Drew Massey made the angel puppet, right?
Yeah.
Did Drew make the puppets?
Drew made the puppets, and Alice Dinian was also, I think, I don't know if she was involved in I'm not sure if she was involved in the construction or if she just did.
No, I think Drew made all the puppets. So Drew Massey, actually met Drew Massey on Muppets Tonight. He was awesome. He helped me with Pamela Henderson. So Drew made the puppets, and the puppeteer, and Drew did all the puppeteering for Angel. I think he got the voice pretty well, but it was later dubbed in. So I'm pretty sure that was later. It was lip synced.
Yeah.
So that's his. So Drew did all the Angel puppeteering, which was awesome. That's Victor Heron. So he probably assisted on that, and then assisted Drew on those things. He was the puppeteer. Well, you'll see him. I'll show you what character he did.
And we see here that there are, multiple angel puppets.
Right.
That's pretty standard on
puppet sets, right? That you'll have a backup and for the face switches out. And
Well,
things like that?
yeah, especially for things like if you're doing if they did a lot of fight scenes, and let's say there's one angel and he goes like this, and they just throw the puppet at the person, and the actor goes, "Oh, it's biting me." I was good at that. Yeah, I did a demo. Yeah. Then it falls down, and then the other puppet comes up for quick fixes. And also too, like you'll notice the two expressions in the eyes where he's laid back, and that's another quick thing. If you don't have a tape stop, and I know for this because they ask, and sometimes they require it. Other times you have to stop and switch the eyes around and those things if you have one. But if you have a shooting schedule and there's a budget, and they can do more than one thing, and your puppet has to get wet, or one puppet has to be covered with chocolate like me, then you have time to do switch outs and things like that. So yeah, and I can't, is that remote next to it? Because I wasn't there for the actual angel puppeteering, so I can only guess what happened. So just so you know, you can out me for facts. I'm telling you what I know about puppet-wise what happened. Yeah, and he had live hands. So there's Drew Massey. In fact, Drew is the one that provided all these pictures. I begged him. I go, Drew, I don't have any. So there you go. Drew Massey's awesome. Okay, so that's Victor Yurid's puppet on the right. And then Julianne Busher, who's also a puppeteer on the left, did the girl puppet. And both of those people are on Sid the Science Kid, along with Drew, who is Sid, by the way. And then, so that's from the stable of puppeteer. I'm not sure how the call came in to the Hensons, or if it went straight to Drew, or how that came about, how this got casted. But it was basically, do you know?
Yeah, actually, Drew and Alice have a long history of working in the puppetry and practical effects of Buffy and Angel with Joss.
There you go.
So they had established that friendship and that relationship as far back, I think, as season 3 of the original Buffy.
Which explains why I got hired.
Yeah.
They asked me as a friend. I was really grateful. I mean, that's another thing too. You work with people that, works, because I was like snapped up into it and totally thrilled. So you work with people that you feel comfortable puppet-wise and are fun, and a lot of trust, because you're throwing stuff at them. No. I don't trust her. So there we go. That's the set. So I guess I'll just how many people are familiar with how you shoot puppet shows? Most of you? Okay. So as you can see, everything's built up high, right? And that's easily, because we're standing, it's easier to stand and move around as puppets. Hello, excuse me, pardon me. But like on Sesame Street, if we're filming with a human, we're on the ground and we're on these little rolly things. And we're rolling around on the ground like we have our dogs with worms. But because we knew that this was only going to be puppets, so this is during the Smile Time episode we were excited because we all get to stand, which means you can do really great things like in here. I'm sorry. So sorry. See, like in here, we come in here, you'll see we can go in and out doors and open them and flap them, and we just love when we can stand. And also too, you'll notice when puppeteers, we are lucky because Drew and everybody's pretty much the same height. Sometimes you'll be on a puppet set, and if you're working with Marty Robinson or Kevin Clash or all these taller people, we have to wear tall shoes, so we're all the same height. But we were lucky because we could just wear tennis shoes. Nobody was super tall, and things like that. So that's why the set is built up. Okay, and now there's Donna Kimball, who is assisting, and Julianne. Okay, so Donna, Victor's character has live hands, so you can grab and do all kinds of great, puppeteering stuff. That's what I was brought on. I'm gonna put her down. Put me down, not to. I'll put you to sleep. I mean, Julianne has Rod. Her character has Rod, so she doesn't do as much, and you'll have an assistant that works the rods for you, and that takes time to rig something. If somebody's going to pick something up, a little more time. These puppets were going to be handling a lot of stuff and doing all kinds of things, so they requested live hands, and that's when you have an assistant. So, yeah, that's how much to spend on that. Okay, so you can see us standing, how it is. I'm actually in the box, in the dog. I was assisting Tim Blaney. Tim Blaney was, played the dog, and Tim Blaney is probably, he works with Tony Urbano, and Tony Urbano is an amazing marionettist puppeteer, but he did all the Men in Black movies.
Oh, wow.
So Tim was an assistant to Tony Urbano for a really long time, and he did marionettes, and he got pulled in. So Tim also did the Worm Guys, and so did Drew. And then, but Tim's most famous for doing Frank the Pug. And now go, walk out the door. I always make him do that. Sing that on my machine. That, I forget who's in that chick. It might have. It looks like it might have been Alice.
Yeah, I think it is Alice.
Okay. Yeah, that happens. A lot of in-between things happen. The thing is where Avenue Q got its the impetus for its show is that what we do behind the scenes and stuff that we do, depending on the show that you're working on, is hilarious. We're always keeping and riffing in our characters and stuff, and these are bad puppets, so you can imagine.
Yeah.
That's Tim Blaney, who I was talking about. And he's super nice.
That's great. He's like really nice in the scary picture.
He's afraid. No, I'm just kidding. All right. That's me. Brown hands. It's very glamorous. Oh, there's me. Sorry about my belly. Didn't plan for that. My shirt. Craft service got to me. So. I said, aren't you going to airbrush some abs in there for me? I actually have fake abs that I have worn on Sesame Street to impress people. Ryan, am I not?
No, that's true.
It's true. Ryan is also a puppeteer, and he's just hanging out with me. So if you want to chime in on anything, Ryan. Okay. Oh, here, let me tell you this. This is Scotty Johnson. I don't have a pointer, so. Okay, so there's Alice Deneen, wonderful puppeteer, super. She used to work at the Center for Puppetry Arts. So, yeah, really great time, and she worked a lot on the Muppet movie. I worked a couple days on that. Donna Kimball, I think she's working on Pajaminals. Scotty is awesome. I actually have known Scotty for 16 years. I met him on Muppets Tonight, and he's an incredible builder. He's awesome. Little fact about Scotty and I built sheep for Eric Idle. Awesome! Scotty is really, really genius, and he's wonderful, and he does a lot of cool things. So I'm sure probably him and Drew built the puppets. All right, go ahead.
Okay.
It's just easier this way. Oh. Okay, I'm a furry. Next. Okay, next.
You're wondering what kind of milk came out.
It's great. It's great.
It's great. Great milk.
Great milk.
Actually, I think I impregnated him by doing that. So, I don't even know what I'm doing there. Oh, wait, stop. Go back.
Go back to
that one.
milking?
Yeah. Okay, these things. These are pretty common. This is corny. I don't know how important this is, but these are apple boxes. You guys are, no. We use these for everything all the time. You know, these are taped together, right? So what I was saying before, he had to be bigger than us, but he wasn't, and he didn't have his puppet shoes. So they take those apple boxes together so he can do those things. But the apple boxes are something we all use on the set for random things that you know. Isn't that important? You're glad I went back for that?
Yeah.
Well, I think it's good to know that if
you to know he has black socks on.
Yeah.
We ran out of money.
Yeah.
We want 2 angels, no socks. On a budget here.
Okay.
Is that it?
Yeah, that was all the pictures. Did we have a little bit of time for a few questions for Leslie? If you guys had any specific questions about Smile Time or something she could answer?
Yeah, I would like to know if there was ever a very rude fight you saw on Sesame Street